define the term fuel. Number 2, describe the fuel supply in petrol engine. And lastly, describe the components of petrol engine supply. So let's start by defining what's the term fuel. Fuel is a substance that enables the vehicle to move forward. So under fuel is a substance. So we have the characteristics of this fuel. So under this, we are going to talk about the characteristics of fuel. So under characteristics that you should know, number 1, the fuel is volatile. Means number 1, the fuel is volatile. Number 2, the fuel should have a characteristic of burning. From that, you must know to describe what the fuel supply. So let's go to the fuel supply in petrol engine. Under here, we should describe how the fuel flows from the tank until the combustion chamber, and hence moving and propelling the engine of the vehicle forward. So if we start by, the fuel is being stored in a tank. So tank stores the fuel. From the tank, the fuel flows through what? Through the primary filter. Inside the primary filter, this is where we filter the coarse particles. After that, fuel goes to secondary filter. In secondary filter, this enables the filtration of the fine particles. From there, fuel flows through the pump. This is where the fuel is being pumped under pressure to the engines, and it flows through the fuel lines. Then from fuel lines, fuel goes through the carburetor. And in carburetor, the fuel is being mixed with oxygen through the process of carburation. So here you write in bracket carburation. This process of carburation enhances atomization of the fuel. The fuel is being atomized because you know oxygen is usually having a positive atom. So it's going to atomize the fuel substances that we have. Then next, from there, the fuel from the carburetor, we have the fuel nozzles, which will inject the fuel to the combustion chamber, and lastly, combustion chamber. What you should understand in the fuel supply under petrol engine, you should know the various functions of carburetor. So you should know the carburetor, and you should know how to draw it and label the parts of the carburetor. Next, after that, after knowing the parts of the carburetor, you should know the function of the carburetor. After knowing the function of the carburetor, you must know the operation, how it operates, how it performs the carburation process. After that, On under our objective, we have defined the term fuel. We have discussed about the fuel supply. So let's go to the components of fuel supply. Various components we have in fuel supply. So under components, when we are discussing the fuel supply, there are some parts and some components that we were saying when the fuel is flowing, when the fuel was flowing through the system. Whereby we discuss about the first component, which is a tank. A tank enables us to store. So we have two different types of tank in the market. Tank stores the fuel. Then the types of tank we have the plastic one and we have the metallic one. On back of your mind, you should ask yourself a question: the advantages and disadvantages of using these two types of tank in the market. The next, from there, you should ask yourself why some vehicles has one tank and the big vehicles have two tanks. Don't think that those tanks operate in different manner. The tanks operate in the same manner. And in every tank, the two tanks, we have only one pump. In the case that a vehicle has a two tank, the other tank acts as a supplementary tank, whereby if there is a two tank, let's say this is the first tank and this is the second tank. So we are talking about a vehicle that has a two tank. We have the pump is going to be installed in one tank, but the other tank as a supplementary. So be keen on that, and on back of your mind you should ask that. So we are just to go by that, and the various components that we were supposed to do, I've highlighted them when we were describing the supply of petrol engine. So let's wind up the lesson. Assignment that you should go and do by the 8th. Assignment. By the end of a diagram, describe the fuel supply in petrol